everyone, welcome to the stream. Rather notable today because I believe, if I'm correct, let me just double check this, I do not need to mess with my camera at all. Oh shit. Okay, that was me. I hit the wrong button. No, I don't. Cool. It's just set up now. I mean, basically what I did was I did the weird setup stuff that I usually have to do while on camera before things actually got started. That is, you know, it is what it is. Audio? Question mark? I'm seeing audio happening. You can't hear me? Well, I guess if my laptop is also muted. No, I'm getting audio through the stream too. Double check that you don't have mute on. Oh, hey. Okay, I am going to be better and actually play the game today. So we're actually going to watch Nancy play. This is not my notepad. There you are. It's the other notepad I have somewhere for other things that are not Nancy you. Here we go. All right, back. Let's find the next blank page. And here we are. All right. Secret of the Scarlet Hand. We are. Okay. Not going to do that today. Not going to do that today. Nope, 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 nope. I am not going to experiment today. There we go. Get this settled. Get things going. All right. I'm actually going to start the game. We're going to start going, like, right away. Here we go. And hopefully everything worked well, and you just have the game on screen. Excellent. We love to see how easy that is. All right. Honestly, I'm just going to start a new game. I'm going to start a new game.
Welcome to my latest case. Dear Dad, greetings from the new deputy curator at Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I miss you, by the way. How's Africa? I sure hope this letter reaches you in Ouagadougou before you move on to Nairobi. So I got the internship. Your old friend Franklin Rose was awfully nice to submit my name to the rest of the members of the museum's board of directors. What an opportunity while I'm in between cases. As you probably know, the museum specializes in ancient Maya culture. My supervisor is going to be Joanna Riggs, a well-known archaeologist. Maybe you've seen her name in the news recently, in conjunction with the discovery of a strange Maya monolith. Apparently, it's created quite a buzz among experts in the field. Well, Beach Hill plans to feature the monolith in an upcoming exhibition. Just imagine, this artifact has been buried for hundreds of years, and now it's going to be unveiled to the public for the first time. The museum is short-staffed at the moment, and they're expecting such a huge turnout that they've closed their doors to prepare. I can hardly wait to dig into this exciting project and learn how archaeologists and historians solve the mysteries of ancient cultures. I'll keep you posted. Love, Nancy.
Nancy Drew, I presume. I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill. I was just checking the lock on this display case. This is one of the museum's most treasured pieces, a carving of King Pakal.
Who is King Pakal?
Pakal assumed the throne at age 12. Can you imagine? That was 615 A.D. He ruled for 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization.
Is that jade?
Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings. There isn't another piece like this in the world, and it's priceless, which means I practically had to sell my own grandmother to get it.
How did the museum acquire it?
Leave it to Taylor Sinclair. He's a wizard when it comes to these deals. You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy, you're coming on board.
I find that opening bit so weird.
An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff. Franklin Rose assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope he's right because I'm not here to babysit. I don't care who your father is.
We can actually respond and not be in the middle of a conversation. That's all on me. I'm so sorry. But it was so fun. I had fun, at least.
If there's one thing I've learned from my father, it's the value of hard work. Just tell me where to start.
There's a list of tasks for you in the lab. Once you've knocked those off, we'll regroup.
Where's the rest of the staff around here?
We've had to make some, budget cutbacks, so we'll be relying heavily on our volunteer staff. Namely, you.
Classic nonprofits.
Besides Henrik and me, the only people who will be around to pester you are Taylor Sinclair, my ace art dealer, and Alejandro Del Rio, attaché to the Mexican consulate and executive thorn in my side.
Tell me more about the exhibit.
In addition to our permanent collection, we're borrowing rare pieces from museums and private collectors around the world. Soon we'll be sitting on the most fabulous collection of Maya artifacts ever assembled in one place. And now that we've scored the monolith, too, Beach Hill sera numero uno.
Was the monolith excavated in Mexico?
Yes, a hot young team of archaeologists, Americans and Mexicans,
Hot young.
dug it out of a cave near Palenque. Every curator from here to Siberia was trying to get a hold of it, but I'm the one who closed the deal.
Why do you mention the nationalities of the archaeologists?
Because in archaeology, everyone wants to be king of the sandbox. I became a curator because I want to help make artifacts available to as many people as possible. That's all that matters, isn't it? Unless you're Alejandro Del Rio.
Who's Alejandro Del Rio?
Ugh, wouldn't you rather hear about the monolith? It's a massive pillar of stone, nearly 1,500 years old with Maya glyphs carved into it. We've installed it in the garden.
You really haven't missed much. I decided to start a brand new game.
According to Henrik, the monolith was made at the special request of King Pakal himself, but we don't know what its purpose was.
Who's Henrik?
Henrik Vanderheun, world-renowned expert in Maya hieroglyphics. He's the latest addition to the Beach Hill Brain Trust. I told him I don't even want to see his pointy Vander head till he's got a translation on that monolith.
Thanks for the orientation, Joanna. I'll talk to you later.
Bye!
My is there we go. Yeah. Huh. My chair armrests were in opposite spots. All right, I know this is actually important to look at, so we're gonna look at it real quick.
Topeka Commission for the Arts. How
cultured. How cultured. All right. Oop.
Come in.
Wasn't actually interested in talking to you.
For the Arts. That's the organization Prudence Rutherford works for.
No, I know, right? She is not doing a good job of, like, keeping herself healthy. That'll be important later.
Knob is missing.
Knob is missing, but we know where the knob is. And then there's a thing over here. Bam. Take that. Okay, now we're just gonna jump right into the lab. All right, and we'll see about the pottery thing. Oh, hey, Henrik is here. Fuck, all right.
You must be Nancy, the new deputy curator. I'm Henrik Vanderheun.
That's right, I'm Nancy. Joanna tells me you're translating the glyphs on the Palenque monolith.
Yes, it's quite a project. The opportunity of a lifetime for me.
How's the translation coming along?
Fabulous, just fabulous. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Here we are.
I'm curious about your work. How do you go about translating a glyph anyway?
It can be a complicated process, involving research, piecing lots of different elements together.
I know, right?
A dose of guesswork.
I mean, his mask is kind of not very well fitted to begin with because it only has 2 connecting points and they go behind his head. If they go behind the head, you really should have one that goes up over the ears and one that goes behind. Or no, 2. You basically should have 2. One for the lower part of the mask and one for the upper part of the mask. But if you're going to go around the ears, then you need to have 2. You know, it should be upper and lower regardless. One point of contact is not going to make a good seal. So him trying to avoid inhaling stupid amounts of dust, not going to work. I know, right? We know way too much now. Oh, God. How much of Nancy picking up stuff is clues and how much of it is because she's a klepto? I mean, yeah, no, she just picks things up. You just take things. That's how these games go. It's so funny.
A definitive dictionary of Maya glyphs where you can look things up?
Oh, I'm afraid not. You see, glyphs are so intricate and full of subtleties that multiple meanings may be embedded in a single glyph. So 3 distinct-looking glyphs may all translate to mean sunshine, roughly, but with different nuances. There is so much we still don't know. Lucky for me, I guess, or I'd be out of a job.
Joanna turned me loose without too many instructions. Do you have any advice for me?
Well, as you've probably heard, the museum is closed in preparation for the exhibit, so you'll have free run of the place. Please explore. The sooner you get to know your way around, the better. Think of the lab as your home base, your center of communications. Anyone who wants to get in touch with you will leave a note or a voicemail here, so check in often. I'm very busy with my work, so you're going to have to be pretty independent, but I suspect you wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm not sure how to go about rearranging
It's the warehouse in Indiana Jones.
It's really quite simple. Check out the Convermatic auto narrator in shipping and receiving. You'll need some headphones. First determine which of the exhibits in the main hall could rightly be called Exhibit A. Change Exhibit A's narration number until you're seeing what you're hearing or hearing what you're seeing, and it's all downhill from there.
See you around, Henrik.
Bye.
All right, let's see here.
Looks like some pieces are missing.
Gonna back out.
Greetings.
I'm not sure what to do with those shards of pottery Joanna left for me.
Play around with those pieces until you've reconstructed the pot they once were. There may be a few extraneous pieces. Likewise, you may find yourself on a scavenger hunt for a piece or two, if I know Sunny June.
See you around, Henrik.
I suspect you will.
He's
Looks
just
like some pieces are
very
missing.
pleasant. Oh yeah, we can't actually do anything with it. No, 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 no. No, he's right there. We're not gonna snoop at his desk while he's right fucking there. Jesus, Nancy. Now with 79.5% less fat. Sunny is indeed here. All right, we didn't really get to read too much about this, but like, it's just, yeah. Never look directly at Sinclair's tie. Those are important later. Sure wish the lab had a computer. I just had to check out the latest alien adventure games. www.justadventure.com. Is that an actual place, by the way? Looks like it was taken offline, perhaps. Let's see here. Oh, it was taken offline in April? No, I have screenshots. Oh, wait. Those are, the green ones are redirect. I do have a snapshot from March, though. Let's see. Loading, loading, loading. Oh, that's loading. This is 2002? The Scarlet Hand came out in 2002. I was correct. So I will jump back to 2002. But I'm seeing a spike around 2004 and 5. My beard feels so soft right now. Kinda nice. Really taking your fucking time. Jesus, alright. Jump back to 2002. Let's just go. Remember when in 2002 it was released, so we're gonna go to November. Oh, there we go. Oh, wait, no, I remember this place. That's right. This is an adventure game website, though. It's not... oh, wow, this is so dated. Looking. Oh, my God. Wow. The fucking animated GIF links. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb screenshots from the new LucasArts action adventure. Oh my god. 10 questions for Nancy Drew. This is so cute. No One Lives Forever 2 review? Ah, this is such a time capsule moment. Oh, this is what was game journalism back then. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. Here, I'll post a link in the chat. Here we go. Boop. It's so cute. Here we go. We recently had the rare opportunity to sit down and chat with the legendary, and I might add beautiful, dressed as she was in a simple green linen sports dress, Nancy Drew. While she was extremely busy researching her next case, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, which is the 7th game, it's the next one, this star of film, television, computer, and the printed page was still gracious enough to take the time to respond to the following questions. Oh my god, this is so cute. Oh! Is there any chance we may one day be able to play your adventures on one of the console systems such as the PlayStation 2 or the Xbox? Hmm. Interesting. Asked about, out of your 7 computer adventures, which one do you like the best? Name drops Secrets Can Kill, Message in a Haunted Mansion, Treasure in the Royal Tower, and Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake. Does not talk about the one that came out earlier that year, though. Hmm. Okay, closing that. Gotta walk away from it. It's so cute, though. Oh. Blast from the past, baby. Blast from the past. We have a manifest or something, maybe? Let's see here. Talk to Joanna, maybe? I, like, very, very vaguely remember that game existing. I don't remember
How are the tasks
what I
coming along?
did with it, or whether I did anything with it, really.
I'm not not sure what to do with those shards of pottery in the lab.
Henrik can help you with that.
I'm not sure what to do with those exhibit narrations.
Henrik can help you with that.
When did Henrik come on board?
I got an email from him one day saying he heard the news about Beach Hill getting the monolith.
I know, right? It's so strange to see it like that.
He was even willing to take a pay cut. What could I say except giddy up? You're hired.
I wish the scroll...
Where was he working before?
At the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center in New Mexico.
I've got work to do.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Semper ubi sub ubi.
I need something to get this open.
Yeah, it's called the knob, sweetie. I'll grab that. Those are going to be useful for in a little bit. Okay, so how am I... Raw packing tape, sticky labels. 202-555-9963.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
I already forgot it. 202-555-9963. There we go. Okay. Try that again.
You have
2-555-99. Oh. Right.
you have
555-9963.
Silvio's curatorial bonanza.
May I speak to Silvio Jr., please?
This is Silvio Jr. What can I do for you?
Are you still having a sale on packing supplies?
That's right, 30% off on bubble wrap, foam peanuts, heavy-duty tape, medium and large boxes, sticky labels, and why supplies last, of course. Have you ordered from us before?
Yes, I think so. We have an account number.
Okay, good. That saves me a lot of paperwork. What's the account number?
BH119K.
BH119K? Beach Hill? Are you serious?
That's right. I'm the new deputy curator, Nancy Drew.
Well, whoop-de-doo, it's Nancy Drew. But Silvio's curatorial bonanza no longer does business with Beach Hill. I've sent all 6 of the outstanding invoices to a collection agency. And you jokers won't get another packing peanut out of Silvio Jr. ever. Do not call here again.
Yikes. Okay. Not good. Just gonna place that there and move on from our life here.
Greetings.
Did you know the deputy curator who was here before me?
Hurricane Sunny? I'm afraid I did. If he wasn't losing paperwork or setting off the fire alarm, he was cornering our visitors with his theory that the Maya were abducted by aliens. I'm afraid you'll be cleaning up his messes for a while.
You could say that again.
I'm supposed to order more packing supplies, but the company says they won't do business with us anymore. Does Beach Hill have bills it can't pay?
No comment.
But Henrik, what will we do when we run out of packing supplies?
I hereby absolve you of that task. If Joanna wants things shipped, she can stuff them into garbage bags for all I care.
See you around, Henrik.
That will be fine.
All right, well, we have been absolved of the task, as it were, and we do have that thing we need to bring to the guy at the place. Those are words. Welcome to the Washington Metro. There have been a couple of additional stops placed on here since then. The Mexican consulate also wouldn't be over there. Also, it would be a consulate, it'd be the Mexican embassy, but, you know, whatever. Because this is the Virginia side of the Potomac. It is no longer in DC. So, this is wrong, but okay. I know too much, I'm sorry. Establishing legal provenance. You wanna let me...
How may I help you?
Oh god, I want to hear Nancy butcher some Spanish. Please.
Buenos dias. Me llamo Nancy Drew.
Not bad, actually.
For you regarding the loan
Very
of
much
the
like American student, but...
So, you're Joanna Riggs' newest pirate in training. How does it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
Conquistadors?
You had better brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded Mexico, they became known as the conquistadors, or conquerors. They robbed the indigenous peoples of their wealth, not just their gold, but their artwork, their sacred objects. Anything they did not steal, they burned to the ground.
Oh, whatever you pick here is not the head up ass moment, but here we go.
Alejandro, I understand that many crimes were committed in the name of exploration, but that was hundreds of years ago. What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
There is more. In the 19th century, archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the dig sites were robbed, and the stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and collectors around the world. Today, finally, it is illegal among most civilized nations to remove an artifact from its native country. But sadly, there are thousands of precious antiquities with highly questionable provenance floating around the Western world.
What do you mean by questionable provenance?
An artifact's provenance is the story of its origin and ownership. For example, how it made its way from a temple at Chichen Itza to a museum in Washington, D.C. If the artifact's provenance reveals that it has been stolen, then that artifact must be returned to the country of its origin.
Then the relics at Beach Hill must all be legitimate, right?
No, not at all. Provenance documents are often tampered with or forged to cover up the theft. Because of this, thefts continue and a great deal of art is moved on the black market, even today. Unethical art dealers and greedy museum curators do nothing to stop this.
Are you suggesting Beach Hill is involved in these kinds of misdealings?
If Joanna Riggs or that overstuffed pillowhead Sinclair had any decency, they would take measures to see that all Maya artifacts were returned to Mexico at once where they belong.
And what if these measures are not taken?
My country will have its due, Nancy, even if I have to begin reclaiming its artifacts with my own two hands.
Bum, bum, bum. Something, something, telegraph, something.
I admire your conviction, Alejandro. Lucky for me, the Palenque monolith is only here on loan from Mexico.
I am still not happy that such a rare find will have its debut exhibition on American soil. But in my country, too, there are people for whom money talks. I will take those documents now. Thank you. I have some business with Joanna at the museum later, so I will return the contract to her then, after I have looked it over.
Are you sure? I don't mind waiting.
You may consider your mission accomplished.
Well, okay then.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So yeah, surprisingly, 2002, this was the conversation that this game was trying to have. Which, you know, we're having more of now. It's good. I think so. Yeah, no, the smile is a little off-putting. I know he's meant to be, like, really handsome or whatever, but also, like, it's stuck.
Good thing Franklin gave me the museum key.
All right. Shall we?
Come in.
Ubi sub Ubi over here.
How are the tasks coming along?
I've got work to do.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
She said the thing. She said the thing. It's the Botox. I can't move my face. It's the Botox. I did not want to go that way. All right. Cross that off. Reorder the Mayan numbering exhibit. This is fun.
Some of the tiles are missing.
Good. Missing tiles as well as missing pieces. Oi. The previous Joker encounter. Ugh. Just kind of checking things out here. See if... I should write down in the notes the thing with the thing. Those are words that came out of my mouth. Here we go. All right, so we've got the garden. Let's just do a quick sketch here. Got the monolith in the middle. Boop, 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 boop. And it kind of goes up like this and this and this. We've got an exhibit here and here and here. Here and here. This one is H. This one is K. This one is J. Okay. Then it does this kind of thing. Got one here, one here, here, which is C, one here, which is O, and then one there. Okay. And then we have to sketch out the main hall here. Let's see. This is A, and this is F, this is L, this is I, D, E, G, N, M, E. Okay. And then the temple, which... I am putting way too much effort into this sketch. There we go. All right. Instruments they're using if they had indigenous players. Oh, you mean like with the music? I can guarantee you it is not. I do not believe it's actually even real instruments. I believe it's just digital. Pretty much all the Nancy Drew games do that. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure there's not really actual instruments being played. So let's see here. So let's write these down. Let's go A, B, C, D, E, F, B, H, I, J, K. And let's figure out what each one of these is. We'll list them down and then we'll match it up. Yeah, don't quote me on it, but like, I'm pretty sure. All right, A is ham radio. I'm pretty sure it's not actually the range of the Maya. Is F. She doesn't have the range, darling. Doesn't have the range. But you know, the thing is, it's 2002. There are instruments. It sounds like there are instruments in here. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. Offering bowl. Morgal Balak. Prayer for black is represented on the base of the bowl. This one is L. Oh, I forgot about L. JKL. Let's try that. Pop over to thing about kings. Got E in the back here is King Pakal itself. King Pakal carving. And M is this side, which Pakal's ascension. Pakal's mother offers son. Okay, so is that cook? That one's M. I forgot M too. Jesus. There we go. All straight ahead. This one is I. My gods. We got rain, moon, and sun. There we go. This is my favorite track, though, easily. Body shaping. This is G. My goal is to not have to go anywhere. My ball game is N. Another one that I missed. Jesus. Is there an O? There is an O. Yeah. Is there a P? No. Okay. We're done after O. D is number system. The fact that these are all so disparate and scattered bothers the shit out of me. Maya scribes. So B is Maya scribes. All right, let's go into the garden. This one is presentation of 3 captives to the throne of Shield Jaguar II. This one is O. Huh. Captives? I'll write that down. We'll see what happens. From the Benson collection. C is this one right here. Oh, there's a tile. Bicephalic altar. Bicephalic monster. Okay. This is... Okay. This one I feel like I remember constantly struggling with. So. And the monolith in question.
Nancy Drew.
Whoa,
Or should
fuck.
I say, Detective Drew. I'm Sinclair.
Hi there. I guess you've done your homework.
I was at a meeting with the BOD recently, and I caught wind of your appointment and your credentials. Very impressive, if I do say so myself.
Well, I'm not on a case right now.
Sonny wasn't lying about that tie.
I'm the new deputy.
It is very loud.
Remember?
So, how's this for a specimen? Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
Do diamonds count?
Do diamonds count?
Ouch. Well, they did say you were sharp. Seriously, though, thank goodness you're here. I'm afraid the museum may be in terrible jeopardy.
What kind of jeopardy?
Joanna told me to butt out, but I'm so fond of Beach Hill, I just hate to see it fall prey to scoundrels.
What scoundrels?
It's a sensitive subject. Meet me in my office later and I'll explain everything then.
Where's your office?
707 Bing Cherry Boulevard. I've got to go. Enjoy your first day at Beach Hill.
Interesting.
No more.
Looks like this side is missing a part.
Okay. Well, we met him, so that's a thing that happened. I think this one here. Bird, jaguar, and captive. Capture a kahal. Ah, yes, that's what this one means. Kahal. And finally, back to Stella. Vision serpent. This is okay. Back, tool, and vision serpent. There's one more actually, I lied. Right over here? Yes. The Rutherford slab. Ah, yes, our good friend Prudence Rutherford. Six, Solkin. 6 Amat. 8. Alright, that should be enough. Let's do the thing.
The Maya used different methods to represent numbers. Here is an example of the numbers from 0 to 19.
That would
Top left,
be
bottom right.
no. So
Notice how some numbers are represented with bars and dots, and some are represented.
so D then is, wait, shit, what is that? Oh, 7. D is 7. Do I really have, oh, okay.
The Maya used different methods.
Perfect. What's next?
Maya scribes recorded the official history of the kings and queens, but very little is known about daily life in the Maya world. Although there are thousands of inscriptions.
B should be 8.
Maya
Perfect.
In addition to adorning themselves with jewelry and costumes, the Maya
9 would
bodies to
be
heighten beauty.
G,
Beads were dangled in front of
which is here. Yes. Oh, 9.
In addition to
Perfect. Okay.
The Maya ball game was a religious
Ball
activity. as well
game
as a spectator sport.
70.
Players would propel a rubber ball through a small stone hoop using their thighs, hips, and forearms. It is believed that the players were
There we
often
go.
sacrificed after a game.
N is 70.
The Maya ball game.
It's already done. Okay. Go back.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common.
Is that a 1 actual?
In this
Actually,
panel, 3
that's a 1. I'm okay. That's an 11.
Ritualized bloodletting was a common practice among the Maya. In this panel, 3 captives wear garments associated with bloodletting.
Okay.
A variety
That is
of
O.
instruments, including
Which is over here. O is 11. Why are these already done?
The 4 miniature gods clinging to the vision serpent are the headband twins,
Vision
Ahau and
serpent.
Balaam, and the twins of sacrificial dance, Chak, Shibj, Chak,
12.
and the baby jaguar. The Maya were particularly fascinated with twins, and many of the Maya gods were paired together.
Here we go. 12. It's K. H-I-J-K. Again, it's already done.
The date on this slab uses the Tzolk'in, or divine calendar, made up of
Okay.
20 weeks each with a named
That
day,
would
and 13
be
weeks each with a numerical date.
J.
The 2 types of weeks progress in
Finally, we have someone that we actually have to change.
the date on the
Perfect, good. Okay. 14.
strange supernatural creatures, sometimes called monsters, played an important role
Okay,
in Maya
bicephalic.
mythology. These monsters were often associated with the earth, areas, or
14.
mountains.
Let's see. Okay.
The Maya kings were often in a protracted state of war with local kahals.
Right. Call.
The jaguar stands to the right as a captured lord kneels at his feet.
That is
Kahal holds
H.
a broken umbrella, a gesture typical of a
H.
The Maya kings were
Okay, never mind. Already got it.
I am Lord Pakal, ruler of the mighty kingdom of Palenque. All those who come before me witness my power.
We'll go ahead and say
the most influential ruler of
that
Maya
is
civilization.
E.
Cultural, scientific.
A, B, C, D.
I am
Yeah, all right. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Lady Zach Cook ruled
Okay.
Palenque before her son ascended the throne in 615
That would be M.
Tradition required
O2.
that the kingship be handed down.
Oop, I got it wrong. M. There we go. This is, yeah, it's already done. Weird. Continuing to be weird.
The Maya were pantheistic, believing in many gods who ruled over different
Right.
aspects of the
O3
life.
is the Maya gods. That
was
is
the god of
I.
Ish.
H-I.
The Maya
Again, already done.
Ceramic bowls, such as the one featured in this exhibit, may have
Balak.
been used
Okay,
as
here we
vessels
go.
for burnt offerings,
That's
incense, or
O4.
corn. This bowl was either dedicated
That is
to
L. L. Oh, there we go.
ceramic bowls.
Already done. How weird. I'm doing quite well, thank you. How are you?
There, that looks like it's in order.
Okay, guess we're done. Never mind. Don't. Well, that we finished it all. All right. I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Let's see if this. I don't think the single thing is enough.
Just one more tile.
Just one more tile. There's a piece. Preparing lemons. So tell me, how do so I know a little bit about making limoncello. Isn't it just basically soaking lemon peel? You know, you don't use the meat and the juice inside. You just use the peel, right? And it's you soak that in vodka. Infuse the vodka, I guess. Better way to put it.
I need to find another piece.
No, not quite enough. Nope. Four days to a month. Wow. So do you have to like grate it finely, or I thought you just kind of had to peel the lemons, sort of like. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this game does unfortunately have a lot of ear-piercing noises. A lot of the Nancy Drew games, especially early on, have a lot of that. Oh, there we go. And more. That's helpful. Good news. We found everything I think we need in order to do that pot.
There. Now I can start putting this together.
The noises this is making make me so nervous. Like...
That's done.
Ta-da! We did the thing. Buy a numbering exhibit. Oh, some people peel, some people grate. That makes sense. Okay, okay. Want to try and finish my list here because I like finishing lists. Feels nice. Feels nice. Completing the task list. I cannot remember if this can be done yet. Okay, never mind. I can. So I want to do it. Let's do it. Even though it is now 8 o'clock at night according to Nancy's watch. I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. That is not Exhibit C, but okay. There we go. That wasn't supposed to be there. Number system. Okay. So, I happen to know enough of this that I can say the dots are 1 and the dashes are 5 and these are 10. The larger ones mean different things. Yeah, that can make some sense. I think there's a little explainer somewhere around here, but I also kind of remember most of it. I thought there was... okay. And I know you ignore I'm sorry, wait, no. Those are nothing. They mean nothing. Right. That is a 0, essentially. Yes. Then this is a 1 because we got 2 zeros and a 1, basically. Right. I'm remembering these. So this is a 5 because even though we've got this big thing here, we only have 1 bar. That doesn't matter, so. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you sleep well. This then is 7. It's already there. Don't see a 3, so it's probably somewhere else. That is right where it needs to be. That is also right where it needs to be. I need 12. Here we go. This is 4. 7, 8. This is 14. That is 16. That is 17. Also, that's a 5, not a 4. Making sure everything is where it should be. 10. And then we're gonna figure out the gods' heads. Because they have specific things. This row looks correct. 2, 1, 2, 4. Good. 1, 2, 3. Good. 0, 1, 4. Okay. From here, we just have to figure out the rest. And like I said, there's something in here about it. I'm trying to remember where it is. I want to say it's...
I should put in my temple key card.
Ah, yes, okay. I know this is black. Right, because we found that one earlier. Okay. Okay, so 19 is that guy with... I can't quite see it. I can't really tell is the problem. Like, you have to reverse engineer some of these things. It's interesting. This guy is 19. So this row is done. Okay. Let's see if there's something about the gods, because like I said, they are gods. Vulcan calendar stones. Not helpful. Not helpful. Not helpful. Okay. Look at all the things and see if we can find the ones that mean things. Nope. Nope. I already looked there. Nope. Nope. I'm having a moment. How do I find these again? Okay. Yeah. Let me up one level here. Oh. Okay. We gotta leave the museum. Never mind. I forgot about that.
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Alright, to the Colonial Hotel, apparently. The Colonial Hotel, please. I'm from Massachusetts. The only Colonial Hotel is the ones up here. DC wasn't even part of the colonies. Odd. Wasn't built until there was a United States. And the capital of the United States actually was Philadelphia for a while, and then it was New York, and at the time it was Boston. Call this Franklin Rose, man.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose. May I speak to Franklin Rose, please? Who may I say is calling? This is Nancy Drew. Just a minute, please.
Listen, you broken down old queen.
Nice to hear from you. How's the internship treating you? Are Joanna and Henrik showing you the ropes?
Beach Hill's an amazing place, and after that kidnapping case at the Royal Palladium, the mysteries of the ancient Maya are just my speed.
Glad to hear you're settling in. I'm off to a meeting, but feel free to call me if you have any questions.
I'm sure everything's going to be smooth sailing, Mr. Rose.
Bye, kiddo.
Righty then.
I need a disc.
Oh, the puppy. This is all about notes. Notes. Notey notes. Be sure to check in with Bess and George. Do I have to? Shoot. Password. Fuck.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me, Nancy. What's new?
It's pouring rain. George and I are in the middle of a heated game of Go Fish, and I'm winning. Don't believe a word she says, Nancy. Last hand, I made mincemeat out of her. Anyway, we don't want to make you homesick. How's the internship going?
So far, so good. There's a lot of excitement about the upcoming exhibit, especially since we have the Palenque monolith.
The who?
The monolith. It's a giant block of stone recently excavated from a cave near Palenque in Mexico.
Come on, aren't you up with the archaeology news? Jeez, guys.
1,500 years old.
So, have you seen it? This, monolith?
Yeah, it's humongous. Must weigh a ton.
Like how big? As big as a refrigerator?
Maybe Bigfoot's refrigerator.
Sorry, Nancy, but how would a person tell this monolith apart from, say, some other big rock?
Well, for one thing, it has Maya glyphs carved
They're so
into it.
smart.
Glyphs?
Pictures that represent words or ideas, also known as logographs. Joanna says the glyphs might be a message from King Pakal.
What kind of message?
We don't know yet. Henrik Vanderheun, Beach Hill's epigrapher, is working on a translation.
Who was King Pakal?
He's considered one of the great Maya rulers.
Just gonna keep going with all that.
Well, Nancy, you're sounding very curatorial. Very
Aha!
curatorial indeed.
Curatorial, get it?
Bored without a mystery to solve, but it sounds like your brain will have plenty to chew on.
The whole Maya culture is a mystery to me at the moment. The last thing I'm going to be is bored. I'm sure of that.
Speaking of kings, this card game's not over yet, Bess. Yes, well, I hope you've got plenty of bait for your fishing pole, dear cousin.
Okay, you two. I'll call back later.
Call back soon. Yeah, and good luck.
Have fun, guys. Have fun. All right. I just realized, wait a minute. How did I get the thing out? Yeah, How do? Okay, well. It had the cow from the thing on it, so here we go. Convematic narrations. Can't keep them straight. Headphones will help them think. Where am I going wrong? Definitely know the following match. Well, that's nice. Already done. Stuff to remember. Dots, bars, and gods. Here we go. Sunny's I'd rather be counting sheep guide to the Maya number system. 0 looks like a turtle shell, but no turtle. 1 dot is 1, 2 dots equals 2, etc. 1 bar is 5. Each dot is an individual finger, the whole hand like a set of 5 fingers. Alright, dot with a dot next to it. A bar with a dot is 5 plus 1 is 6, 3 dots is 16, yes. Vertical. Dot should be to the left of bars. Here's the catch if it doesn't look exactly like a dot or bar, doesn't count, squiggly ovals, incomplete dots. Not a bar. Anything that doesn't look like a bar, except gods represent numbers. Here we go. 1 is fish lips and teeth. Okay. 2 has a big hat with 5 fingers and a semi-oval on it. Hat with 5 fingers and semi-oval. 3 looks like a doctor. 4 has tongue sticking out. 4 equals tongue sticking out. Okay. 5 has wrinkles and a fancy hat. Fancy. 6 wears an eye patch with an X. 7 wears rectangular glasses and a small oval. 4 8 has a curly forehead ornament, a peace symbol, and cheek. I feel like I'm going too far. Curly 4. I should have written down just the ones that are missing and just write those ones down because I'm dumb. Or I could just use the one that's on here. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just do that. Stuff to forget. System login S-June. System password Space Baby. Can't figure out the answer to the level 2 quiz question about the matchmaker. Henrik is to speak to me right now. And the exhibit that has the answer will never put it in. Details. Joanne has no help on this, so I'll have to wait for a horde of visitors getting very frustrated with this question once we open the museum. Let Henrik deal with the trauma. Came with a great question for level 3. Henrik hates it. Once I get some time when we can exhibit for this, just don't know where I could get my hands on one. I wonder if Joanna will spring a trip for me to go down to Guatemala. Demise of the ancient Maya. Drought, plague, or UFO? Were they trying to achieve space travel? Extraterrestrial contact. Having a fun time. All right. What time is it in the game? 11 o'clock. I don't think Nancy is going to be going anywhere. 9 a.m. Alrighty then. We are now up and moving. Nope. Is there anything else that she wants to grab from here? Nope, guess not. Back to the metro. Convenient that she's staying at a place on the Red Line. Let's book it and finish this puzzle. Boop, boop. All right, here we go. So, we need one for 3. 3 is the doctor. Looks like a doctor. One with the, like, reflector on the head, maybe, I guess. You need one for 5, who has wrinkles and a fancy hat. Sure. That's not... No, we need one for 4. I'm sorry. tongue sticking out. None of them have their tongue sticking out. 4 is right here. I'm a dumbass. 3, let's try this again. 3 is the doctor, right. 2 is big hat with 5 fingers and semi-oval. This one. Okay. Then we need 6. Eye patch with an X. He's already there. 9. Beard or acne?
That looks right.
All right, we got it. Fucking perfect. Ta-da! We did the thing.
I see you succeeded in reconstructing that Maya pot. Do you know what the glyph on it means?
No, I was hoping you could tell me.
Place name glyphs are some of the rarest and most difficult to translate. Even most of my colleagues wouldn't have a clue about this one. Ah, but I'm a rare breed myself, Nancy, and this is one of my areas of expertise.
You've got my undivided attention.
The glyph on that pot signifies the great ancient Maya city of Copan in Honduras. There happens to be a very important dig going on there right now.
Do you know any of the archaeologists there?
I have a few connections. Yes, I'm keeping up with the action by ham radio.
See you around, Henrik.
Bye. Howdy.
See you around, Henrik.
Howdy. Howdy.
Come in. How are the tasks coming along?
I've got work to do.
Bye.
I'm done? I'm done. I'm done, though. There's nothing more to do. Right?
You have no voicemail. Press
Okay.
9 for an outside line.
Oh, I gotta go talk to Sinclair. That's right.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose. May I speak to Franklin Rose, please? Who may I say is calling? This is Nancy Drew. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
Oops, false alarm. I'll call you later.
Not a problem, dear.
Okay. Well, there's only one thing left to do, and that is go talk to Taylor Sinclair, so-called art dealer extraordinaire.
It's about time! Oh, my fears are like maggots infesting my poor old carcass. Want a cookie? They're from Oaxaca.
They're from Oaxaca.
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back. Now, what's going on?
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, a major patron of the arts, had her fire ruby necklace stolen from her villa in Topeka. 2 weeks later, a whole display case full of rare Maya artifacts was heisted from a museum in New Mexico.
Villa from Topeka.
What does this have to do with Beach Hill?
I'm just telling you, this community, our friends and colleagues, my people are being systematically trounced by thugs. Who's to say Beach Hill won't be next? You've got to do something.
Doesn't Beach Hill have a security system in place?
The museum has a basic alarm system, but it's not exactly state-of-the-art. I've urged Joanna to approach the board about making some security upgrades, but she just keeps saying that the timing isn't right to ask for money.
I understand your concern, but what can I do to help?
We need your eagle eyes. We need your bat ears. We need you to sniff out the stink of trouble.
I'll do my best, but it sounds like what you really need is a new breed of police dog.
Don't play
And
mouse with
Nancy's not into puppy play, sorry.
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece, there by your desk. Something tells me it's not a Maya artifact.
How about that rubber shark? The artist's name is Poppy Dada. She's a teenager in South Dakota. The art world is going bananas over her stuff. I'll unload that one for some serious dinero.
Is Poppy Dada her real name?
I don't know.
Joanna says you performed an act of wizardry in helping Beach Hill acquire the Pakal carving.
Getting those provenance docs together was a pig and a half. Oh, they're on the up and up, I assure you. But to have been at the height of my career back before the crackdown.
She is dating Ned. She's not into puppy play as a sub. Let's put it that way.
A pig and a half?
Maybe sometime I'll tell you a sad story I call How Mexico Lost Its Sense of Humor. Not today, though, Nancy.
Alejandro says you're unethical, a modern-day conquistador, that you're robbing Mexico.
Come right out with it, Nancy.
History.
And I say Alejandro is the real bully of the playground. A lunch money extortionist who loves nothing more than to see the other boys and girls go hungry.
When you sell a piece of art, what
I know, right? Like,
Standard, 10%. It's no
just
king's
run a
ransom,
brush through
unless,
it
of course, you sell
real
something
quick.
for $1 million. Too bad I'm not allowed to put that monolith on the market, huh?
I'd better get going.
See you around.
And that's all? Okay. Let's run back over to the Mexican consul and see if he has anything else to say.
Buenos dias.
Why did Mexico choose to lend the monolith to Beach Hill and not some other museum?
Johanna Riggs outbid everyone. I had no idea a small museum like Beach Hill could afford such an expensive arrangement.
Do you consider Henrik a conquistador, along with Joanna Riggs and Sinclair?
Henrik is a student of my culture and my heritage, not trying to buy and sell it. We don't agree on everything, especially not baseball, but I have nothing against him.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, not much to say there. Nope, Beach Hill. I can confirm that going back down to Pentagon and taking the yellow line in is a lot faster than taking the blue line. When I went to DC this last December, we ended up, the yellow line was closed onto the Potomac, so you had to take the blue line all the way up and around. It takes for fucking ever. To the point where we just did not bother taking the metro for half the time that we were down there anyway, and just drove instead.
Come in. How are the tasks coming along?
Do you think Alejandro would go to extreme measures, like stealing, to reclaim Mexico's artifacts?
Who knows?
I've got work to do.
See you around.
Okay, Put it back? No. No, put it back, I guess. Oh, he is not here. It is 11 o'clock.
It's locked. It's locked.
You have no voicemail.
I don't know. there's not much to do, so
Beach Hill's been hit. Sit tight, Nancy. The police are on their way.
That was bad. That was bad. I did enjoy DC. Yeah. So, I mean, I have family down there and like they've been there forever. So DC has always been kind of like another place that my family's gone very, very frequently and I'm very familiar with. I don't think there's a single museum in DC that I haven't been into, to be honest. I think the only parts of DC that I haven't actually toured myself, I've not been in the Supreme Court and I've not been in the White House, but I've been in literally every other building that they have there. I even remember at one point when my family and we did the Capitol building, we ran into Nancy Pelosi, which was fucking weird. So, oh yeah, no, there's so many. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. I just mean like, that's how frequently we went. My great uncle, so my great aunt and my great uncle lived down there, and my great uncle, I guess I should clarify, my grandmother's sister lives down there. My great uncle would take us, and would take me very especially to a lot of museums because I was very curious and like a sponge when it came to knowledge. He absolutely loved like fostering that with me. In some ways, I always have kind of considered him to be far more of my grandfather than my grandfather actually was. But my great uncle would take me to museums and take me to exhibits all the time when we were down there, and that's how I got to know all of them, really. It's so cool. It's really cool, if only for the museums themselves. The city itself, honestly, doesn't have a lot going for it, if I'm going to be honest. Sorry to say, but I mean, I've not been to Philadelphia, so I can't say anything about that, but I've been to Pittsburgh, I've been to New York, and I've been to Boston and DC, and even Baltimore. And those four cities I would rank above DC in terms of like cool stuff that the city has to offer. But for museums, DC's got an amazing bunch of museums, like truly amazing. The amount of stuff and the amount of care that's put into the stuff there is so freaking cool.
Joanna, before I touch anything.
When we went down in December, we went to the International Spy Museum, which is one that I wanted to go to. It is not one of the Smithsonian museums, and it actually does cost money to go into. And then I went to, oh God, we went to another one. Oh, we went to the Botanical Gardens. They had their Christmas train exhibit, which is really cool. First of all, in the inside part of the Botanical Gardens, they have recreations of all the buildings in the mall. Or not all of them, but most of the buildings in the mall made out of plants. So like there is an all plant-based recreation of the Capitol building with the statue out front. You know, the White House, the Botanical Gardens themselves, National African American History Museum, Museum of the Native Indian American Museum, I think actually. It's Indian American is the name that they use. National Indian Museum? I can't remember. But like everything. It's super cool. They also have an exhibit. They used to put this in the lobby, but when COVID hit, they started putting it outside so they could still do it. And I hope they do continue it because I think outside it actually works really well. They can make it much bigger in the garden that's out there. And then they had like a whole train thing. They had a bunch of little, let me hit the pause button on this because the time will go on. They had a bunch of trains going around, and that was kind of neat. But what was especially cool about it is they had little like exhibits where they were little recreations of buildings or farms and things like that, and they were telling kind of historical and multicultural ways that different parts of the world and different cultures have handled agriculture. There were some that were really boring, like there was one that was like a Florida orange farm, and it was just kind of like a barn with orange trees, and it just said Florida grows a lot of oranges, and it's like, cool. But then they had one that was like a cranberry bog of Massachusetts, and it explained like how cranberry bogs are such a big thing here, and how the Puritan settlers, the Puritan colonials, I guess, I don't know, that's the word I'm looking for here. Settlers, I guess, is fine. Invaders, you know, the people who shouldn't have come in the first place, but they did. How they picked up the current practice of how to harvest cranberries from Native Americans of the area, where they would essentially flood the field, you know, the bog, you flood the bog, and all the cranberries float to the top, so it makes it easier to harvest. So, as far as what's in DC, let's see here. Washington, D.C. museums. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn off the game sound too, because I don't think anyone needs to keep hearing the same 2 bars of this thing. Let's see. There are a lot of museums in here, so I'm trying to find someone who might have put together a list here. Oh yeah, see, this isn't even enough. Museums in Washington, D.C., the complete list. Here we go. Some of these are a little niche, like the Woodrow Wilson House and stuff like that, so I won't bother with those. Let's see. And things like that, like the Woodrow Wilson House, the Women's National Democratic Club Museum. I don't count those. So, but like, there's the White House. I've not been to that one, as previously stated. Washington Monument, I've been up that. United States Holocaust Memorial Museum, an incredible museum, harrowing in so many different ways. Destroyed me as a child when I went through it, and destroys me every time I go back through it again. United States Capitol, been inside that. National Museum of the U.S. Navy. Textile Museum, Smithsonian American Art Museum, Scottish Rite Temple and Supreme Council Library. I don't know. I don't think I'm remembering that. The Newseum. Yeah. National Postal Museum, National Portrait Gallery, National Museum of the American Indian. That's what it is. It's one of the Smithsonian ones. Interesting collection. Really good cafeteria, too. Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History, National Museum of American Jewish Military History, National Museum of American History, National Museum of African Art, National Museum of African American History and Culture, National Guard Memorial Museum, National Geographic Museum, National Gallery of Art, National Building Museum, National Bonsai Foundation, National Archives Museum, Museum of the Bible, that's private, Madame Tussauds, I forgot there's a Madame Tussauds there, Lincoln Memorial, Library of Congress, L. Ron Hubbard House. Oh my god, I did not know there was a thing there. That's funny. Laogai Museum, International Spy Museum. I'm skipping over a lot of these. Ford's Theater, that was cool. Going to see Ford's Theater where Lincoln was assassinated, that was kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. They still use it as a theater too. Folger Shakespeare Library, that I like, but I admit, like, I'm biased. So the Folger Shakespeare Library, really freaking cool. First of all, they mount productions of Shakespeare, and it's excellent. They have a copy. They have an original copy of the first folio. So really freaking cool. In the front is a listing of the principal actors, and one of them in there, a Thomas. Shoot. Hold on. William Sly. That's right. William Sly, an actor of English Renaissance theater, colleague of William Shakespeare and Richard Burbage in The Lord Chamberlain's Men and The King's Men. He is listed in the front of the first folio that they have as one of the principal actors of Lord Chamberlain's Men. My grandmother and great aunt's maiden name is Sly, and it turns out I am one of his descendants. So turns out the whole like drama runs in the family, let's say that. But it was really cool to see that nonetheless. And National Air and Space, of course. National Air and Space. Really freaking cool. So yeah, that's just some of the museums. There's a whole lot more on this list, but they're shaky as to how important they are. So I absolutely recommend, like, go back, try it, like, take a look. There's so much cool stuff in DC, absolutely. And I have never been to Cincinnati, but I'm hoping to be able to go next year in 2024. I'm saying that as if I'm excited to go to a place like Cincinnati. That's not necessarily the case. I'm really more excited to see people in Cincinnati, and we're having a conference there for the Music Library Association. And the hotel looks fucking amazing. It's like this gorgeous Art Deco hotel. Very excited about that. I have a friend who lives right next door to the hotel. Very excited about that. Like, just lots of things. Very excited about lots of things about that trip. Anyway, where were we? Talk to Joanna. She's probably having a panic attack, so.
Someone has cooked up my worst nightmare and served it to me on a plate.
I'd like to have a look at the crime scene myself. Did the police turn up any clues?
The police took some samples for the crime lab, but they couldn't promise any overnight results. So if you want to put your little magnifying glass up to the scene, it's fine with me.
What were their initial findings?
Who knows? Right now, my priority is to get a move on this insurance claim.
I've got work to do.
See you around.
Priority is the insurance claim. I mean, sure, but, like, really? Yeah, no, absolutely. I can highly recommend a ton of museums that are there, because it's just, there's so many. There's so many. And it's really cool. Please come up and I'll be gone. We're at your mission in the meantime. Run through the temple activities, verify all questions can be answered based on info available elsewhere in the museum. We don't want Little Rascal Rebellion on our hands when the exhibit opens. Now do we? Thanks, Henrik.
You have voicemail. Press.
You have voicemail.
It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just...
Ooh, cool.
Very bad news for the museum. You can't imagine the limb we went out on to acquire that Pakal carving. It's been one of the museum's main attractions. I don't want to take you away from your internship, but if you can do a little investigating, well, I think I speak for the whole board when I say we'd be very grateful. Give me a call when you have a chance. And Nancy...
Hold on a minute.
To replay messages, press 0. Press 9 for an outside line.
You're coming to my neck of the woods, and there's a Nancy Drew convention in Salem, Mass that I didn't know about. Holy shit. That's like a 40-minute drive from me. October 4th through 7th. Okay. Haunted Salem Convention, loosely based on the ghost hunting mystery classic Nancy Drew 46, The Invisible Intruder, plus Nancy Drew ghost stories in CW's Nancy Drew show set in Maine. Haunted lore and tie into the classic Nancy Drew book 23, Mystery of the Tolling Bell, plus the Her interactive Midnight in Salem computer game. Enjoy lots of ghostly activities and tours, lots of free time to explore Salem mystery activities and parties. Your Wanderer books, illustrator and special guest Ruth Sanderson, as well as our color model, Lisa Tharp, will be joining us Saturday on our convention day. Wednesday 4th, Nancy Drew meet and greet party at the hotel. 5, Invisible Intruder Ghost Hunting Tour, bus to Ogunquit. Tolling Bell activity. What is this message about? Okay, ignoring that right now. Evening Hammond Castle tour. That's pretty cool. Hammond Castle's really fucking cool. Friday, Nancy Drew Free Day in Salem. Trolley transportation to and from hotel. Plus trolley tickets. Evening Ghost tour. 7, Nancy Drew convention event at hotel with books and merchandise. Speakers, art displays, trick-or-treat exchange, free time, evening, Nancy Drew mystery dinner at a hotel. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Huh. Oh, it's actually in Peabody. I see. Boston Marriott Peabody. That's so cool. I had no idea this was actually happening here. I might have to make a thing out of it. Oh, and they've got like a whole bunch of things. Wow, they really go everywhere, don't they? That's really cool. Oh, looks like they were in Boston once. I was just wondering, what about Boston? 2013. This is so neat. But man, you gotta print and mail? Oh, you can't email the PDF form. Okay. Well, how much is registration? Oh, fuck. I just opened it and then closed it again. Deadline to register. April 1st to save, June 1, the final deadline. Ooh, that is... Oh, that's some money. Oof. It's made even more difficult that that is for all 4 days, and I would really only be able to do the one. That is some money, though. I will be honest with you, Salem is way more fun than Cincinnati. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. I will also tell you that a lot of Salem and the whole, like, witch thing is a little heavily done. But it's still really fun. Oh, did I click on the wrong thing? That's, yeah, Cooperstown. Oh, it's like a $10 savings if you do it by April 1st. I don't know that I will be able to actually do that. That kind of stinks, but also really cool. I mean, that's okay. Don't get me wrong. Enjoy the touristy bits, but like, there's a lot of touristy bits. There's also a lot of really cool stuff in Salem that isn't touristy. I can certainly let Elliot in Progress talk a lot more about that since he lives there. So,
how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello. Do you have any news?
Not really, but something tells me this case is going to get complicated.
Oh, Nancy, you zero in on a case like a heat-seeking missile, don't you? I feel so much better knowing you're going to follow up on every lead. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mr. Rose.
That's what I'm here for.
all right. What are you talking about? Well, you do live in Salem, do you not? You know the cool places to go in Salem. I can certainly say, on my end, you want pizza at any time, go to Flying Saucer. It's really yummy. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. Ding ding. You have a pizza chain called Boston Pizza? Why? Boston Pizza? Like, New York is famous for its pizza. Chicago's famous for its pizza. Detroit is even more famous for its pizza, but Boston Pizza? Huh. That's weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think we have good pizzerias here, but it's all like New York style pizza. Weird. You want to turn on? Oh, there we go. You can buy a war game. Capture all your opponent's warriors by bumping his or her place with landing in the square. Each player has 2 turns, must roll a corn dice. Play against the computer. Boop. Here we go. Bull! Let's do it. I can certainly say I don't think we have anything that is like Toronto flavored. I'm not sure what that would be. Damn. I thought this was going to be me playing against the computer, but I'm playing against myself now, apparently. Got him. Bam. Eat it. Started in Alberta. I need to look this up now. Boston Pizza, Canada. Welcome to Boston Pizza, Canada's #1 casual dining brand. What is this? Locations? You want to just list the locations? I just want you to list them. Don't try to find them near me. You won't find them. Here we go. Boston Pizza, known as Boston's the gourmet pizza restaurant and sports bar outside of Canada, the Canadian multinational restaurant chain that owns and franchises locations in Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Wait, so there are Boston Pizza locations owned by a Canadian company in the United States? That's so weird. Founded in Edmonton, Alberta. Yep. What the hell? It's a big company. Revenue in 2012, so 10 years ago, was almost $1 billion. So it's not small here. And that's the revenue, not like, well, this is so weird. Founded in 1964? Oh, I have to know about how they... Boston Pizza began in Edmonton, Alberta on August 12, 1964, when 4 Greek immigrants, Tryphon, Gus, Perry, and Ninos Agoritis, opened Boston Pizza and Spaghetti House. By 1970, Boston Pizza had 17 locations in Western Canada, 15 were franchised. But why is it called Boston? Okay. Boston's is the US and Mexican version of the Boston Pizza franchise. 1998, US headquarters was set up in Dallas, Texas. What? Okay. Okay, in 2002, Boston Pizza commenced a lawsuit against Boston Market in the Federal Court of Canada of the trademark use of the word Boston in Canada. In its defense, Boston Market alleged that Boston's pizza trademarks were invalid because they described a style of pizza from a specific area. The dispute continued after Boston Market ceased operations in Canada in 2004. Parties settled the dispute in 2008 under agreement that Boston Market would not use the words Boston or Boston Market in Canada for 5 years for restaurants or any food and drink products other than prepackaged food products, but not including pizza or lasagna. Boston Market also agreed that it would not challenge Boston Pizza's use in Canada of any trademark that uses the words Boston or Boston Pizza. What the fuck? You can't trademark my fucking city. I mean, don't get me wrong, Boston Market is also headquartered in Colorado, so I don't know what else to say about that. Of course, it was founded as Boston Chicken in Newton, so it was actually founded in, you know, the Boston area at the very least. But I am so confused. That is so bizarre. Oh, yes. No, don't go to Village Tavern. Oh my God. Don't go there. Do not. It may smell good when you're walking by, but don't go there. Also, because you mentioned you like museums, you will want to set aside time to go to the Peabody Essex Museum. It's a big fucking deal, and you want lots of time for it. If you can manage it, if you can swing it, a whole day. But I know that there's a whole lot of events going on. Don't necessarily take the whole day if you can't. But the Peabody Essex is like a whole day museum. Let me just tell you a quick little background about the Peabody Essex Museum, because like it's really cool. I'm gonna pause again. Hold on, just time. Here we go. So the Peabody Essex Museum in Salem, Massachusetts, United States, is a successor to the East India Marine Society, established in 1799. Combines the collections of the former Peabody Museum of Salem and the Essex Institute. It is one of the oldest continuously operating museums in the United States and holds one of the major collections of Asian art in the United States. Total holdings is around 1.3 million pieces, as well as 22 historic buildings. After opening newly expanded spaces in 2019, PEM now ranks in the top 10 North American art museums in terms of gallery square footage, operating budget, and endowment. The PEM holds more than 840,000 works of historical and cultural art, covering maritime, American, Asian, Oceanic, and African art, Asian export art, and 2 large libraries with over 400,000 books and manuscripts. So yeah, it's a really fucking big deal. It's super fucking cool. And like, it's got a whole history of like Salem, the maritime history of Salem, the maritime history of the United States. You know, it's got tons of artifacts that came over from China, from Japan, from India, some more legally than others, some more ethically than others. You know, it's fascinating. It is absolutely fascinating. I highly, highly recommend the Peabody Essex. It's a super fucking cool museum. There was an exhibit I went to with Elliot a little while ago that was all fashion based, because they had recently acquired the entire collection of Iris Apfel. She was a huge fashion icon, I guess you could say. She wasn't a designer. I think she might have been a stylist, but Iris Apfel gave her entire collection to the Peabody Essex Museum, and that's like some of the stuff that they have. It's fucking cool. It's so cool there. Anyway, I gotta beat the computer, where it's not actually the computer because it's me. Damn. Damn. Fuck. Oh no! How dare I'm gonna lose to the computer, which is played by myself? This is gonna be the worst game ever. Don't you fuck it up. Don't you fuck it up. I hate this. Ah, the worst. I will do my best not to throw so much recommendation at you that you are overwhelmed, but I am absolutely more than happy to keep doing so. I hate Bull with a passion. You are correct. This game sucks ass, and I hate it. Yes! Fuck you, Blue. But we have to play it to pass through the gate thing. Nailed it. All right, let's do it. Yeah! We win. All right, first time, first try. Awesome. I'm glad I didn't want to have to. Now, the worst part is if you forget to put in your card and it doesn't remember your progress and you have to play it again. Is this the quiz or is this the maze? Okay, here we go. Along with the Beach Hill Museum Maya Mystery Temple, with the help of a museum guide, you will learn about the Maya culture, blah, 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 blah. Be sure to place your temple key card in the slot. Okay. View your progress. Yeah. Quiz time. Call route over which city in present-day Mexico? I don't remember. Palenque. Make sure I'm spelling this right. That is important. Ding! What is the name of Kyle's mother? I know that. Zach Cook. They found that out already from the other thing. Oh. Hold on. What is this? Okay, never mind. Close that. All right. What is the name of the calendar used to compute the 260-day ceremony of the year? But it's right over here. Wait. Oh no, but I do know it. I just realized. Fuck, right? Because it's not here. It's actually in the next one over here, as it's Tzolk'in, right? The J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien, Rolkien, Rolkien, Tolkien. Okay. Palenque. That Cook. And Tolkien. Supreme god in Maya mythology. Fuck. Okay. Supreme god. Supreme god. tell me where? Okay, turn back to the King's section. What? It's right there. Oh my god. I'm gonna write that down because I'm not gonna be able to spell that. It's, okay. Dumb. So, funny enough, one of the most accurate portrayals of Salem and its witch culture and everything that I have ever seen is actually Paranorman. Like, it's funny just how accurate Paranorman feels to Salem as a culture in so many different ways. So, just saying. You want to study up? Not a bad idea. He's also from the Salem area. I think the director of Paranorman was. Name of Paul's mother, Zach. Again. Tolkien. Supreme god in my mythology is yeah. Name of a modern Mayan language. I'm gonna assume it's in the languages section, given that there's a languages section. Ixil, how about that? That's one. Paranorman is a really fun time. I've gotten into watching it like every Halloween at this point, because I like watching spoopy movies, but not spooky movies, because I am a wuss. So, spoopy, 100%, that is definitely Paranorman. Spooky, not really. And finally, yeah! Congratulations, you completed the sample level 1 quiz. You can now go to the next level. It was the first movie we watched together, wasn't it? That's right. I forgot about that. Because it did really take that long for me to invite you over. It was October, wasn't it? I was scared of this room when I was younger. Just want to have that put it out there. Yum Samil. Yummy. Eyeballs. Yummy. What's with the... Okay. Okay. Oh. Did not mean to hit the button. Please, please, no. Is the head of the Charles. Oh god, yes. My favorite time of year. Wrong. Why do you suck? Why do you suck? Nailed it! Fuck yeah! Okay. Well, we're gonna have to remember that one because tell you right now, it ain't gonna work that well again. Too hard. And we reset. I hate this one. All right. In fact, I think the minigames in the temple all just kind of suck. Too hard. Ugh. Really? Okay. Ah! I didn't want to back out. I was not done. All right, there we go. Not hard enough. Back to the beginning. It is true. It is not the game from level 1, so it's not Bull. I'm already happy. God damn. Okay. I'm using a cheat. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just using a cheat. Okay. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. And is this the quiz or? Ah, wait. Shit. It was Barnacle Blast. Oh my god, Barnacle Blast. Don't. Oh, I just got fucking triggered. Holy shit. I accidentally closed the wrong tab. Nailed it. I hate these. I hate these. All right. The graphical fidelity is astonishing. Look at that skybox. It looks so real. This feels like something that I would have built in Second Life in like 2012. I recall correctly, there's really no wrong way to do this maze. Unlike the maze in Message in Haunted Mansion, there isn't exactly like a wrong way to go. You just go to the end. More or less. Unless you're like me and you took a wrong turn like that. Right. I mean, that's probably the best part, is that this is the same maze too, isn't it? I hate it. I hate it so much. Wait, what? I'm maybe going backwards. Are these skulls? Are they supposed to be skulls? I don't know if I'm going backwards or not. Fuck. Nope. We got there. We don't have to do it again. The important part. I don't have to do it again. Quiz time. What is the name of one of Shield Jaguar's wives? Okay. One of Shield Jaguar's wives. That's out in the garden, I believe. Okay. That's not necessarily helping me here. Nope. 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 Lady Jacques, okay. Let's write that down. Come on. Boop.
It's locked.
It's locked. And I just closed the fucking door on myself. Jesus Christ. I'm so good at this game. I'm so smart. Listen. I'm so smart. Okay. Quiz. Lady Jacques. All right. What's the next question? What Maya monster? Bicephalic. I already know that one. The Maya call a decorative woven blouse. I don't know. I have a pile of wires that came loose from an anchor I put on my desk. My feet are touching and I'm not happy about it. Is it over here? I heard a woven blouse. No. Huh. Decorative woven blouse. Oh, it's outside. Okay, my mistake. Oops. Decorative woven blouse. All right. Not here. Nope. Oops. Right past it. I'm a local noble. It's a Kahal. Session. Ah, wheat peel. There we go.
It needs a card.
Yeah, it's the one you were supposed to pick up, Nancy, but for some reason the click didn't register. That's not my problem, is it? All right, quiz. What do we got? All right, lady shop. Bicephalic. Wheatville. What is a Kahal? Local noble? Good enough. What is the name of a Maya matchmaker? Can't find the answer to this question in the museum SJ. The name of a Maya matchmaker. Can't find it in the museum, so we asked our resident expert on all things Maya, who is not here.
Come in. Need something?
Have you seen Henrik? I found a piece of paper inside the Pakal display case. It had some glyphs on it and a print of a red hand. I'm hoping he can give me a translation.
What am I, fish food? Henrik's not the only one around here who can read a glyph, you know.
Fuck you.
Sorry, Joanna. I thought I was supposed to go to Henrik with all my glyph questions.
The police showed me the note. It said, "The magician suffers yellow death," whatever that means. Apparently, the thief just couldn't come up with the glyphs for "the curator suffers flaming purple disgrace."
I'm curious about the red handprint the thief left. Does it have any significance in Maya culture?
Afraid I can't help you there. What I want to know is what the hand was printed with. It's obviously not finger paint. Why don't you do a little analysis on it in the lab?
I haven't seen Henrik since the theft. Where do you think he could be?
Who knows?
Bye. All right, who knows? Let's end the conversation there. What a bitch. What am I? Fish food? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Fucking. Where's the. Can I not look at the manual that's right there? Is this not the doohickey? These are all important things to look at once we get it analyzed. Ah, please insert sample. Okay, and press start. Boop. Listen to the cute little noises it makes.
Okay, I've got a graph of the chemical used for the handprint. Now I've got to match it up with a known substance.
Ah!
That's it! That doesn't work.
Close it. Thank you, Nancy. HDS would be mercury and sulfur. I don't remember where mercury is.
This chart, HG stands for mercury. So the handprint was made from mercury and sulfur.
Also known as cinnabar, which has a distinctive rusty red hue.
It's locked.
Oh, fuck, really? Boo!
I don't think he'll be there at this hour.
Alright, everyone's gone to bed because 6 p.m. on a day that we were robbed is apparently still the end of the workday. I mean, sure, good work-life separation, but also like, come on, guys. We were just robbed. Do you not want the answers to the questions that you asked me?
It's locked.
It's locked. I thought that came from the game for a second. I was so confused for a hot minute. I was just like, wait, what?
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose. How may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose.
Franklin Rose, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
Never mind.
False alarm. I'll call you later.
Not a problem, dear.
Never make a sticker of the alarm sound. I already have one as an idea, or two even as an idea for this
George? Hello?
this game.
Yes, it's me, Nancy.
Hey, Nancy. How's life at the museum?
Everything was going great until someone broke into a display case and stole one of the museum's most valuable artifacts, a jade carving of King Pakal.
A theft? When? How? Who are your suspects? Do you have any clues?
Easy, ladies. Let's just say that so far, I have more questions than I do answers. But don't worry, I'm on the case.
There goes your low-key internship.
Honestly, Nancy, it never will cease to amaze me how one girl can cross paths with so much trouble.
I don't know what to make of Alejandro Del Rio, the attaché to the Mexican consulate.
What's his connection to Beach Hill?
Right now, he's negotiating the monolith loan agreement between Mexico and the museum.
And what's your confusion? Something to do with dashing good looks, I hope.
Well, he is a little bit handsome, but he also seems very angry about all the Mexican antiquities his country has lost over the years.
How have they been lost?
They've been taken by explorers and archaeologists and smugglers. I guess the laws have only recently changed to protect Mexico's rights to its own antiquities.
Well, it sounds like he has a legitimate gripe.
Yes, but I got the feeling he would do just about anything to get an artifact returned to Mexico.
What do you mean, anything?
That's what I'm not sure of.
Well, let's hope he's just a big talker and not a bona fide vigilante.
Ever since the theft, I haven't been able to find Henrik anywhere.
That's odd. Has anyone else seen him?
We do support him.
Sure aren't telling me.
Repatriation of artifacts is incredibly important.
Can't imagine that.
Maybe he's just an accomplice. Maybe he loosened security somehow to make the thief's job easier.
It's possible, but Henrik seems to care so much about his work. Why would he want to hurt the museum?
Maybe he cares a little too much.
She's right, Nancy. I'd give him the 3rd degree if I were you. Whenever he shows up again, that is.
Somehow, Joanna has gotten the museum into some financial hot water.
How'd she do that?
Yeah, and how hot's the water?
It's all very vague. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, maybe she just overextended the budget a little in her effort to acquire the best artifacts for the museum, but
even if her intentions were good,
she may be feeling a little desperate to make some money back quickly.
Desperate enough to steal the Pakal carving, sell it on the black market, and collect the insurance on it too?
I know she loves the museum. Who knows what she'd do if she were afraid of losing her job.
she's a suspect.
Definitely a suspect.
I'll talk to
Definitely.
you later, ladies.
Watch out for stale cookies!
Alright, let's check out our dear friends at the Mexican consulate and the downtown office building. I don't know what else to call that.
Hello, Nancy.
Do you know much about Maya glyphs?
You've got me there. I know Spanish, English, Portuguese, and several indigenous languages, including Quiche and Nahuatl, but I have yet to learn the language of glyphs.
Have you heard? The Pakal carving was stolen from the museum.
Well, I heard the alarms going off, but it wasn't until Henry called me that I heard the news.
You don't sound very concerned about all of this.
I was running late. I just figured somebody tripped a wire and I kept going. Whew.
I'll need to alert the police so they can ask you some questions.
I have diplomatic immunity, so I do not have to answer any questions. But I will because I have nothing to hide.
Don't you care about the disappearance of such a rare Maya artifact?
That artifact was lost to me as soon as it left Mexican soil. So my friend Pakal goes underground for a while until he is sold again. Suddenly, he turns up in Amsterdam or Hong Kong. Unless he is rightfully repatriated to Mexico, what's the difference?
There is a difference. It depends on the provenance. You literally said it yourself, buddy. I don't know what else to say here.
I should get back to the museum.
Goodbye.
Like, I agree with you. To a point. Unpopular opinion. There is a point. Yeah, if it was legitimately acquired, then it does matter. If it's... Yeah, it matters.
It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Oh, I'm sick about the whole thing.
Is it legitimately acquired? It's an important part.
I see you've spoken with Joanna.
I was in the museum when it happened.
Have you spoken to the police?
I told them everything I know. I mean, I coughed up my brains right there on the table.
So, do you think this is linked to the thefts in Topeka and New Mexico?
That awful red hand was left on Prudence Rutherford's jewelry box in Topeka and on the display case in the museum in New Mexico. What's the chance they're not connected?
Do you know Prudence Rutherford personally?
It'll pop out in the British Museum, right?
Functions now and then. Poor Prudence. She adored that necklace.
See, here's the thing. It's like it goes missing in your couch cushions and then it pops up in the British Museum 2 months later. Like, that's the kind of level of weirdness that place has.
What's the name of the museum in New Mexico?
The Chaco Canyon Cultural Center. They had a beautiful collection up there, worth a bundle, too. I appraised some pieces for them a few years back.
Why do you think the thief is leaving this red handprint?
To be a gruesome scoundrel?
The Pakal thief's glyph message translates to, "The magician suffers yellow death." What in the world do you think that means?
You've got me there.
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
Bye now. The British Museum acquired the Taj Mahal. It fell into their back pocket by accident.
Need something?
I did the chemical analysis you suggested. That red hand was printed with a compound containing mercury and sulfur. Does that mean anything to you?
Sure, cinnabar. The Maya would rub it into their most important carvings to add definition to the artist's lines.
Where would a person get a supply of cinnabar?
We use cinnabar here at the museum the same way the Maya did, to keep things as authentic as possible. Henrik orders those kinds of supplies, but we've been out of stock for quite a while. The last I heard, there was some kind of holdup with the distributor.
Apparently, a Topeka woman named Prudence Rutherford has recently been visited by a red-handed thief, too. Do you have any idea how I might get in touch with her?
Afraid I can't help you there.
What can you help me with?
Carpe diem.
Random sayings, that's what you can help me with. Still nothing. Alright.
You have no voicemail. Press 9 for an outside line.
Boswell, Jackson, and Rose, how may I direct your call? This is Nancy Drew, calling for Franklin Rose, please. Just a minute, please.
Nancy, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
I need to contact a woman named Prudence Rutherford. I noticed she's on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, and that they've donated money to Beach Hill. Any idea how I might track her down?
Well, you're in luck. It so happens that Prudence and I sat on the panel of judges for the Kansas Speak No Evil Mime competition for 3 years in a row, back when I lived in Wichita. How's that for a small world?
Speak No Evil Mime competition in Wichita, Kansas.
You judged a mime competition?
Indeed I did. I haven't talked to Prudence in about 10 years. But let's see if I still have her in this old dinosaur of a Rolodex.
A Rolodex, oh my god.
Got a pen? It's area code 785-555-7279. What's this all about?
Miss Rutherford had a necklace with a Maya artifact stolen right out of her home. I'm trying to see if there's any connection between these robberies.
Ha! You're a real pro, Nancy. Say, why don't I call ahead and let Prudence know what's going on? That way I can say hello and she'll be expecting you.
That would be great, Mr. Rose.
Not a problem, dear.
But I'm an impatient bitch. Boo. Boo. Okay, well,
Yes, hello?
Oh, Prudence.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew, calling from Washington, D.C. I'm trying to reach Prudence Rutherford, please.
Oh, yes. Franklin told me you'd be calling. Such dreadful news about Beach Hill. I will do everything in my power to help you catch those rapscallions. To think how they violated the sanctity of my domicile. Good heavens!
I'm sorry to hear about your loss. What can you tell me about the necklace?
I can't even think about it. Oh, just the very thought of my precious necklace gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Was the necklace a gift?
I inherited it from my mother-in-law. But you see, the necklace means much more to me than just a handful of priceless rubies.
More? In what way?
I had the necklace restrung to include an exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece, a genuine artifact of the ancient Maya. The carving is not only one of a kind, but a Rutherford family heirloom given to me by my great-grandfather when I was just a little girl.
Does the carving have any meaning that you know of?
It features a rare glyph. No one's been able to give me a precise translation, but most epigraphers have agreed that it has something to do with a snake, the color green, and the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
About the theft, where were you when it took place?
At 3 a.m.? Well, I was home, of course, lost in sweet slumber. I don't grace the social circuit the way I used to.
Yeah, because I'm sure in Topeka, Kansas at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's bumping.
And took my necklace away. Where was I? Picking peaches in the fruit-laden orchards of my dreams. I feel like such a fool.
Was anything else taken besides the necklace?
Nothing. Not even my brand new Dada. Synesthetic, interactive, organic journey? Ha! I always knew Dada was overrated. One moment, dear. Off! Off the sofa, you nasty beast! Now! What are you doing? What did I say about the sofa? Bad, bad, naughty bad! I'm sorry, dear. What was I saying?
Problems with a dog?
What? No, I was speaking to my husband, dear. My second husband, soon to become my ex-husband if he continues to crawl on the furniture like that. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, they must have known. The rest of my valuables were left untouched. Frankly, I don't know whether to be grateful or insulted.
There's no need to add any commentary. It's perfection.
When did you realize that you'd been robbed?
The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was this positively ghoulish red handprint on the wall. I nearly jumped out of my skin.
A red handprint was left at the scene of the crime at Beach Hill, too. Ms. Rutherford, I'm almost certain that these robberies were committed by the same person.
But why? What is so special about these carvings?
Miss Rutherford, it would be so helpful if I knew exactly what your carving looked like. Could you send me a picture that shows it in detail?
I can do better than a photo. The insurance company made this dreadful replica of the necklace with the idea that I would wear such a thing to public functions. Please! But I could send that to you if you'd like.
Perfect. Let me give you the address.
My secretary will have the address of the museum. Now, if that is all you require, young lady, I will need to attend to other pressing matters.
Thanks a million, Miss Rutherford. I won't let you down.
Call me Prudence. Oh, and Nancy, when you find the villains who did this to me, do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
I sure will.
I sure will. Goodbye. All right. Yep. Prudence fucking Rutherford. Nothing else to say about that. Oh my god. Prudence Rutherford. I need... Okay. Other pressing matters like taking her husband for a walk. Yes.
Hi, I'm hoping to speak to someone about the theft that happened there recently.
Are you the...
Oh, my legs are so sore. Oh my god.
Investigating a similar crime in Washington, D.C.
This is Sheila Schultz, the director. What would you like to know?
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed, too. We lost one of our prized jade carvings.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the incident at Chaco Canyon?
Fire away.
I heard the thief left a red handprint at the scene of the crime. Is that true?
Yes. It was very gruesome. It looked like blood, but according to the police analysis, the print was made with a mercuric sulfide paste.
Do you know of any symbolic meaning attached to a red hand?
Don't walk, don't go there, talk to the hand, as my 15-year-old would say? Really, I haven't the slightest idea.
What types of artifacts did the thief get away with?
Only the center's most prized pieces. The case contained 5 pre-Columbian artifacts that were excavated right from this area.
Do you have a list of the stolen pieces?
I know those pieces like the back of my hand. There were 3 pottery pieces, a small stone figurine with a snake head, and an ornamental jade carving.
I'm interested in the jade carving. What did it look like?
It was highly unusual. There was a glyph on it that no one could translate. Until we hired Henrik Vanderheun, that is. His opinion was that it's Mayan in origin, and that it may have been a place name glyph for this area. As you can imagine, we regarded it as something of a regional treasure.
Do you know that Henrik Vanderheun works for Beach Hill now?
Yes, I know. His departure was a great loss for us.
Why didn't you mention the connection when I told you I was from Beach Hill?
I guess it didn't seem important.
Was Henrik still working at Chaco Canyon when the theft occurred?
No. It happened just a few days after he left. I remember because after the police left, the staff and I were so depressed, we went into the lounge and pigged out on the rest of Henrik's farewell cake.
Was Henrik on good terms with Chaco Canyon when he left?
Well, it was awfully abrupt. As soon as he heard about that monolith, boom, he was gone. For some reason, he just had to go study it. We weren't exactly happy about it, but it's not like quitting is against the law.
Do you recall having some appraisal work done by an art dealer by the name of Taylor Sinclair?
How could I forget? He went on and on about the impossibly rare artifacts he could get for us. I said, "Are you an art dealer or a smuggler?" But he assured me that the provenance documents would all be in order. Still, I never did any further business with him. He just seemed slippery.
Could you send me a photo?
Slippery, like his hair oil.
I'm afraid I sent our only print off to the insurance company. They said they'd return it, but who knows when our claim will be processed. I'm sorry.
Thanks a million, Sheila.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
Thanks a million. You did not help me.
Come in. Need something?
I've got work to do.
Carpe diem.
Semper ubi sub ubi. Henrik. Henrik!
I shouldn't be messing around with this without permission.
Yeah. What's the significance of a red hand? Talk to the hand, maybe? It's like, aren't you a museum curator? Should know a little bit more about your collection, but I mean, not that that's part of the collection, but also like, you didn't think to research it? Like, haven't I anything? No, you're just gonna let that sit and okay, I guess. Sure.
Want a cookie?
Thanks, but I'm trying to cut back.
Any news?
I'd better get going.
Bye now.
Bye now.
Buenos dias.
And not helpful.
Museum.
Yes, you should.
I have apparently missed something. I mean, it's possible that the Chaco Canyon Cultural Center may not have been dedicated to the Maya culture, but at the same time, if it was a big enough deal that someone who's a Maya glyph expert is on your staff, maybe you know a little bit more about it than nothing, you know? Just saying. Yeah, the Joanna not knowing is a bit more of a problem. Absolutely. 202-555-6766.
You have now
555566766.
Keep it real. Max speaking.
Hi, I'm the new deputy curator over at Beach Hill Museum. I wonder if you could answer a couple of questions for me about our ordering history.
Well, hello there, Beach Hill. Hey, you're not Sunny June. Whatever happened to that guy? I suppose he caught a ride on a flying saucer, huh? What a riot. I'm sorry. Anyway, you don't need to reorder, do you? Unless you ate last week's shipment for breakfast, that is.
Do you know who placed that order?
Well, the initials on the order are JR.
Joanna Riggs.
So there hasn't been a holdup at the distributor or anything like that?
Hold up. Oh, I don't know where you heard that. We've got enough mercuric sulfide in-house to sink a ship.
Was the package shipped to the museum?
Oh? Oops, I guess we didn't ship it at all. It looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
You're sure it was last week?
Oh, that's what it says here.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
I sure can't. Guess I must have been at lunch or something.
Well, thanks for your help.
Sure thing. I hope there wasn't any problem with the stuff, was there? We only used the top-grade mercuric sulfide.
Judging by the impression it left, I'd have to agree that the quality was fine.
Well, you sound a little green in the chemicals department, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope you know that mercuric sulfide is highly toxic. Makes you crazy.
Well, I have heard that mercury poisoning can cause hallucinations and other symptoms.
Don't try.
Oh, looks like I've got another call coming in here. You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out, okie doke? And don't forget to keep it real.
Yeah, don't try to mansplain to me. My name is Nancy fucking Drew. Of course I know mercuric sulfide is a bad fucking idea to touch. Dumbass. Confront?
Need something?
I've got
Nope,
work
okay.
to do.
Bye.
Alright, well, we know that she's lying. Okay. Nothing looks out of order. J'accuse. Nothing looks weird. That man has several broken bones.
Henrik!
Amnesia? Wow. Henrik must have taken a real nosedive off that pyramid. Do you think he just fell, Nancy? Or was he pushed? Sounds like you need to find out about hospital visiting hours. Yeah, but you'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first. George is right. She is your supervisor, after all.
You're not my supervisor. I'm just at this point. All right. All right.
First, the Pakal carving is stolen, and now my star glyph man bumps his head and forgets his own name? What's next, Nancy? Del Rio pulls the plug on the monolith, the board clams up on my funding, my mother posts my old prom pictures on the internet.
I mean, that last one's gonna happen when Facebook comes around. You'll find out about it in a couple of years. Don't worry.
Take it easy, Joanna. I'm sure everything is going to be okay.
What I need from you right now is action, not commentary, Nancy. Will you follow up with the hospital and see if there's anything we can do to get Henrik's marbles back?
How can I help around here?
You can also pick up Henrik's mail if he gets any. Keep the lab in order and just try to help me keep the entire museum from going up in smoke.
I've got work to do.
Bye.
Get his mail if he gets any. Okay, well, that'd be in shipping and receiving, so head over there and see what's there anyway. Nothing. Oh.
It's locked.
It's locked. I know, right? She's just like, I don't need commentary, I need action. I'm like, all right, well, fuck you too. Oh, doesn't say where the hospital is.
You have voicemail.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy. This is Nurse Bluefoot calling from Eleanor Roosevelt Memorial Hospital in regards to Henrik Vanderheun. I believe you're a colleague of his? Since Mr. Vanderheun was admitted, he has repeated your name several times in states of semi-consciousness. As we've been unable to contact any of his family members, we're hoping you might be willing to act as Henrik's support person as he begins the difficult process of restoring his memory. Please call me as soon as possible to discuss this. My direct line is 202-555-4000. Thank you.
To replay messages, press 0.
555-4000. That's such a easy number for an individual person at a large institution.
Nurse Bluefoot, this is Nancy Drew. You left me a message regarding Henrik Vanderheun. How is he?
Nancy Drew? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I'm so relieved. We've been unable to locate any family members, and we do like amnesia patients to have at least one personal support person when they begin reality orientation.
Can you explain the amnesia?
Henrik is suffering from an acute case of post-traumatic retrograde amnesia. At the moment, he is unable to recall even the most basic autobiographical facts, from his name and address to his birthday and shoe size. He can't access the details of his personal history or events leading up to his accident.
Is there any way to treat amnesia?
Well, reality orientation is
I know, very foghorn leghorn.
Get reacquainted with the facts and circumstances of his or her life.
I don't know what the point of Nurse Bluefoot.
It's just that his brain is injured in such a way that he can't access the place where the memories are stored.
Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about him. All right.
I see. So we need to help him find the trail of crumbs. Is that it?
Exactly. First, we do repetitive memory exercises to help Henrik relearn the basic facts, like his name and address, the name of his parakeet, if he has one, the date, and so on. Second, we try to stimulate Henrik's sensory memories in order to help trigger or find the way back to his cognitive memories.
What are sensory memories?
A sensory memory is like it sounds, something that is familiar, that you recognize by sight or touch, smell or sound or... Oh, what is that last one? Oh yes, taste. A cognitive...
Very glad to have a nurse that forgets the fifth of the 5 basic senses.
How do you know the name of this planet? Somewhere along the way you learn that it's called Earth, and you just remember. But say you bump your head and forget the name of this planet. You don't know where in the solar system you're floating.
Yikes!
Exactly. But then I show you a picture of our marvelous blue and green.
He just really goes on, doesn't he?
Suddenly you remember. That glorious sight is Earth. I live on the planet Earth. This is how a sensory memory can trigger a cognitive or intellectual one.
It feels like Foghorn Leghorn on weed. Right on, man.
I still don't understand where I come in.
You can't help.
I say, 420 blaze it.
Can probably help him remember his work. And who knows where that will take him.
Yeehaw.
All roads lead to Rome, as they say. One great tool is the Reality Orientation Board. This is a place to post information and pictures for the patient to look at over.
It's a Pinterest. It's just it's an inspiration board.
Things from the museum.
Mood board. A memory mood board.
I see. Well, I'll be happy to help in any way I can. When are visiting hours?
Visiting hours are 10 to 4 every day, if the patient is not engaged in treatment and if he seems stable.
Great.
Never say that again. No promises.
Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Thanks for the warning, Nurse Bluefoot.
Be well.
Okay, it is now past 11 o'clock, so I do have to call it here. As I need to go to bed and go to work in the morning. Thank you for the clip, Ragnarok. Thank you. I'm glad that we got that marvelous moment at the end there. I know work is a thing and it has to happen and I have to go to it. My legs hurt. Which is great when you bike to work, let me tell you. Oh, everything is sore and it hurts. And I don't want to go to work. I don't want to. Going to work means going to the gym and yeah. We'll see if I can even move my legs tomorrow. It might be a take the bus day, so we'll find out. Anyway, that's our stream for the night, and that is our stream for this week. So we are done. We'll pick up with the rest of Secret of the Scarlet Hand next Tuesday. In the meantime, I want to start by thanking my subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and supporting the channel the way that you do. I want to thank my followers as well. Thank you very much for following me and giving me the support that you give me. If you follow, you will get a notification when I go live. You can also follow me at BOSTrophyWife on Instagram and on Twitter. You'll be notified ahead of time. I usually post there around noon-ish Eastern time in order to announce the game that I'm playing that night. It's always on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m., but that's where that will be. But the most up-to-date place for all of my announcements is my Discord, and that is this over here. I'll put a link right here in the chat. You can click on that link, and you'll be invited to my little Discord community. It's a nice little spot where we have great support, memes, chat, and we talk about games that we've played, will play, are playing, and I offer up the chance for you, the audience, to have a chance to have a say in what games we play next. So we do polls about what game to start and when and everything like that. Secret of the Scarlet Hand will probably be the last Nancy Drew for a little while. So after Tuesday, I'm expecting we'll finish on Tuesday. After Tuesday, I will be taking a break from Nancy Drew, pick another game, and that other game will probably be something that you or the Discord will have a say in. It'll be another poll. So if you want to have a say in that, definitely join. I highly recommend it. I also do have a YouTube. The username is all the way over there, BOSTrophyWife, like all my others. That is my entire stream archive going back to the beginning of my streaming career when I started with Nancy Drew. So if you want to watch how I thought about these games the first time I played them on stream, now mind you, it's on stream. I've played these games dozens of times each, honestly. But if you want to see my first run through of all of those games, check that out. It's before I knew how to do a lot of things on stream, so it's a little rough, I do admit. And then finally, I do want to say that I do have a Ko-fi tip jar. That's the word I wanted. I do have a Ko-fi tip jar. If you are a subscriber and would like to support me a little bit extra, or if you can subscribe at this time but want to throw a couple bucks my way anyway, that is a great place to do it. The link is right there in the chat. Any little bit definitely would help, so thank you very much. That is everything for the night and everything for the week. Again, thank you for joining me with more of, well, I don't know that I can say more Secret of the Scarlet Hand because we didn't really play any of it on Tuesday, but thank you for joining me for Secret of the Scarlet Hand. When I upload this to YouTube, I might actually have to rename the last video to say like Secret of the Scarlet Hand, or I don't know, say something to make it clear that we don't actually play. I added it in the description, but like I usually do like a part 1, part 2, and I will label them part 1, part 2. And I labeled that one part 1, and this cannot in good conscience be part 2. It is part 1. So I'll figure out how to manage that. But anyway, thank you all for joining. I will see you next week on Tuesday. Until then, have a great night and a great weekend. Take care, everyone. And I hope you have a great time this weekend. Relax, do something fun, and just enjoy something. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.